See here. Ah, conflict equivalent. Conflict equivalent. Two schedules are conflict equivalent. For example, I am taking that S1 and S2 are two schedules, and we want to find out whether they are conflict equivalent schedule or not. So, what is the conflict? One case is write read case, second one is read write case, third one is write write case. So, possible conflicting operation, I think so you have already studied in your you may have already studied in that operating system. If one of the operation is right operation, if one of the operation is right operation, and so it may conflict with each other. Suppose this is our schedule R1 A1 read 1 that is performed by transaction 1 on data item A. Schedule 1 is saying that read 1 is the transaction which is performing read operation on data item A. In similar case, W2 means second transaction is performing write operation on data item A. It is one transaction performing read operation on data item B, like this. So in this case, what is happening? We have created different schedules. Suppose S1 schedule, S3 schedule. This one schedule read 1A. So read 1A I have written over here. In this schedule, I have already explained you in previous classes that how to write the schedule in this format. Now I want to say that when they will conflict with each other, suppose here from transaction T1, T2, T2, if there is read write on the same data item, so it is read write on the right item. It is read write on the same data item. It is read B and write B from transaction T1 to T2, read B and write B. It is these two schedules are conflict equivalent schedules. That means their position has been changed. If you have seen that it is R1A, R1A. Now there was W2A, but here W2A is downside and R1B is over here. Even though place is changed, but these are two conflict equivalent schedule because read 1A and write A, which was conflict case, it came over here. And read B,
सर एस
हाँ
दिख रहा है सर
क्या
S3 कंप्लीट नहीं दिख रहा, उसका सिर्फ T1 दिख रहा है, S3 का T1 दिख रहा है।
हाँ तो मैं बता रहा हूँ ना यहाँ पे है हियर इट इज W2A एंड W2B ठीक है हियर imagine that it is T2 transaction over here and here it is W2A and here it is W2B W2A and W2B. So I am saying that here it is read write conflict. Here also there is read write conflict from transaction T1 to transaction T2. Here it is read B, write B. Read write conflict from transaction T1 to T2. So here also read B and write B conflict from transaction T1 to T2. So we can say these schedules are conflict equivalent schedule. In this case, if I will say schedule 2, suppose I will say our schedule 2 is this one. It is read a write a conflict, but here it is write read conflict from transaction T1 to T2. It is write read conflict, not read write conflict. So this schedule is not equivalent. If any of this case do not arise over here, so they are not. And if I will say it is known as read write conflict, it is known as write read conflict, and it is known as read write conflict. So I am showing that actually I will show you how to make conflict schedule that is serializable or not. How to find out whether the conflict schedule, given conflict schedule, is serializable or not. Today I have to actually teach this one. This one topic conflict whether schedule is conflict schedule serialized conflict schedule is serializable or not. So We can find it by using precedence graph. We have to use precedence graph to find this. I am saying that suppose we will take an example and then we will discuss this algorithm. Actually, this is our given schedule. Suppose this one is our given schedule R3x, R2x, W3x, and R1x, W1x. Now I want to find out which type of, that means if we are making any other schedule, so whether this schedule will be equivalent to that schedule or not. This is our finding, whether any schedule is a conflict serializable schedule, we can get it from that schedule or not. So our case is this one. I am saying that, see this one, this is given like this. Suppose this schedule is given to us. Question is our whether I want to find out this schedule is conflict serializable schedule or not. This is our question. Now I am saying this, read 3x. That means transaction 3 is performing read operation. So I have written transaction 3 T1. There are total 3 transactions, 3 transaction, 2 transaction, and 1 transaction. So I am saying that suppose third transaction is performing read operation on data item X. So I have written in third transaction. Read 2x, that means second transaction is performing read. In this case, second transaction is performing the read operation on X. So I have written here. Two transactions performing read operation on data item X. I have written below this because it is performed after this. After time duration of this, it has performed this operation. So I have written below this one, but in transaction T, because second transaction. In the similar case, W3x. W3x, matlab third transaction is performing this operation on data item X after this one. So I have written below this, but in transaction T, because third transaction. In the similar case, it is performed.
Yes.
See, it is written something wrong here. It is actually R1x. It is actually what it is, R1x. Okay. So 2 is not here, actually R1x is there. So I have written here R1x below W3x because it has performed this operation after this operation. So I have written here R1x. And in the similar case, it is written W2x, actually it is W1x. I have written it by mistake. Okay. So it is W1x.
W1x.
These are W1x, read 1x, and W1x. So W1x is performed by read 1x. After read 1x, it is performed by one transaction. Actually, it is also read 1x. These are two. It is not two. It is one. So read 1x and write 1x. So read 1x, write 1x. I have written in one transaction because it is actually one. It is also one. So now I have to check it whether this schedule is conflict serializable schedule or not. So what is the way to check that? First of all, I will check all the conflict operation. When two transaction comes in the, when two operation come in the complex, see, you can see over here, it is read x, it is write x. That means we will see from top to bottom. Suppose I want to see from T1 to T1 to T2, any conflicting operation is there. So in from T1 to T2. So in T2 bottom there is no conflict operation because there is nothing over here. From W1x I will see bottom of this, no conflict operation because nothing is here. In the similar case, when I will see the conflict operation from T1 to T3, I will check here. It is read 1x, below this nothing is there. So T1 is not, there is no conflicting operation from T1 to T3. In the similar way, W1x is there is nothing. So I cannot say it is conflict operation. Now I will see from T2. From T2 I will see the, hello. From T2 I will find the conflict operation. How to find out the conflict operation from T2? I will see here. From T2 to T1 I am finding. So from T2 I will see read does not conflict. Read never conflict. One of the operations should be write operation, then only it will conflict. So it is read x, it is write x. So read and write can conflict with each other. So one confliction is over. Next I will check from T2 to T3 any conflict is there. I will check. R2X, 2,
Yes.
it is read X, it is write X.
R2.
So this one is conflict. Now I will check.
Right.
Now I will check other
Yes, sir.
conflict. Actually, read X and WX. It is also a conflict. I am not marked this. This is also a conflict. In the similar way, write X to write X,
Okay.
it is also a conflict operation. Now what I will do, I will make nodes. Transaction T1 node, transaction T2 node, and transaction T3. And I will note all the conflicting operation from T1 to T3 whether there was any conflict operation like bottom we have put. From T1 to T3 there were no conflict operation. So I have not put any other any arrow from T1 to T3. I have not kept this type of arrow. But now I will check from T1 to T2. I have checked whether there is any conflict operation from T1 to T2. I have seen here it is T1, it is T2. I will check here. There is no conflict operation from T1 to T2, so I have not put any arrow over here. Now I will check T2 to T1 whether there is any conflict operation. I will check here. Read X, write X. There is conflict operation from T2 to T1. So I have written here T2 to T1 there is a conflict operation. So I have marked. In this way I have marked because there is conflict operation from T2 to T1. And now I will see here T2 to T3 there is conflict operation. This is conflict operation between T2 and T3. So I have marked here T2 to T3 there is a conflict operation. Now I will check again whether there is conflict operation from T3 to T1. T3 to T1 these are conflict operations. This one is also conflict operation. So I have
Okay.
marked there is a conflict operation. There is a conflict operation from T3 to T1. I have marked it. Now I will see how big. I will see how much arrows, how much arrows going out of any transaction. See, from this, two arrows are coming in, but no arrow is going out. No arrow is going out from this transaction. Neither here nor here. So I will check that one. The in degree, that means we have to check outside how many arrows are going. In this case, we will check here how many arrows are going here. In this case, we will check how many arrows are going out. So maximum arrows are going out in which case? In this figure, maximum arrows are going out from which? From T2. Two arrows are going out. From T2, two arrows are going
Yes, sir.
out. But from T1, no, no arrow going out. From T3, only one arrow is going out. So I will check which is having maximum out degree. Maximum out degree, that means maximum arrow going out from which node? From T2 node, two arrows are going out.
T2.
So I will write here T2. Now I will cut this part. Now I will cut this part. Now what is the remaining? That means T2 link I will cut from all the nodes. I have taken out T2 and I will cut all the link from T2. Now what link remaining here? T1 and T3. So this arrow is remaining here. Now I will see next maximum outgoing, that means T2. T2 is having one arrow toward T1, but T1 is not having any arrow outside, going outside. So now I will take out T2. So I have written, sorry, it is T3 actually. First of all, I have taken T2. Now I cut all this link. Now link remaining this one, T1, T2. So I will now check next outgoing arrows. This is having maximum arrow in these two. Now I will check one arrow is here, but no arrow is from this side. So I will take out T3. So I have taken here T3. Now I have again cut this link. Now remaining is T1. So I have written here T1. So I can say this. This is the. So I can say this. This is the conflict serializable schedule of this one. What is the T3, T2, T3, and T1? That means that conflict serializable schedule of this first of all schedule was T1, T2, T3, T1, T2 and T3. If I will write in this order also, T3 T if I will write in this order also, in this order, T2, T3 and T1. If I that means before it was written T1, T2 and T3. If I will before write T2 wale operations like this, same as it is, and T3 operation after that, and T1 operation after that, it is the equivalent conflict serializable schedule of this one. This conflict, this conflict serializable schedule, equivalent schedule is this one. T2, T3 and T1. Before it was T1, T2, T3, and now equal conflict serializable schedule is T2, T3 and T, which we have found out by this example. And next thing is that see in this similar way, T1, T2, T3 schedules are given. Next example, Rx, Wx. I will see from T1 to T2 any conflict is there. From T1 to T2, read X and write X. This is the conflict. So T1 to T2, I have put one arrow. Next, I will see T1 to T3 whether there is conflict, read X and write X. Means data item also should be same. Then only conflict arise. Read X, write X. There is conflict. So I have put one arrow here T1 to T3. Now I will check. I have already put one arrow from T1 to T3, so no need to check from T1 to T3 again. Now I will do here from T2 I have to check. It is right at T2 to T1 I am checking. It is right at, it is right at. So this is conflict between T2 to T1. So I have put one arrow from T2 to T1. And now next I have checked from T2 to T2 to T3. This is the conflict, so I put this arrow over here. And similar way from T3 to T1 there is no conflict. From T3 to T2 there is no conflict. Now I got this figure. Now I will check whether there is conflict serializable schedule of this one or not. If suppose there is cycle. Suppose there is cycle. This one is cycle over here. Suppose there is cycle in this figure, then I can directly say there is no this schedule cannot have any conflict serializable schedule. This schedule cannot have any conflict serializable schedule. But if there is no cycle in this figure, then I already explained you how to check that one. I will, if there is no this one arrow, suppose this arrow was not there, then I will check maximum outgoing node from bit transaction. If maximum outgoing is from bit transaction, I will take that first, and rest of the link I will cut down. And in the similar pattern, we have used this previous example. If there is no cycle, then only we proceed for this system. If there is no cycle, then only I will find the out degree and I will find the equivalent conflict serializable schedule. But if there is already cycle I get in this figure, then directly I can say there is no conflict serializable schedule of this schedule. In the similar fashion, now it is example next example. Suppose this is next example. I am saying that whether this read X never conflict. Suppose I am saying from T1 to T. Whether read X is conflicting with read X, never, because one of the operations should be right operation. Read X, read Y will never conflict because data type is also different. Read X, WY will conflict. No, it will not conflict because actually read X and write X conflict. But see here, it is read X, it is write Y, but it do not conflict. Read X and write Y do not conflict because here it is read write conflict, but actually it is on different data item. That is X data item, and this one is Y data item. So this one will not conflict. Now I will see read by WY conflict? Yes, it conflict because data type is same and operations are different. That means one of the operation is write operation. So it conflict. In the similar fashion, I will check from T2. It is read X and it is write X, so it conflicts because one of the operation is write operation and it is on the same data. So in the similar fashion, I can find out. And now again I will find out whether I will create the topological graph. It is not a topological graph. So I will again create topological graph for this. From T1 to T2 there is conflict. From T2 to T1 there is conflict. From T2 to T1 there is conflict. So this creates cycle. So directly I can say this this schedule cannot have equivalent conflict serialized with schedule. It is okay. It is not conflict serialized with schedule. By looking itself, I
Okay, sir.
huh? You are getting now what I am saying. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So in the similar, so
Yes.
so I am saying this only we have to be, if there is no cycle, then only we move further. We check the out degree of the node and transaction, and we take first transaction which is having maximum out degree that we are considering it first. That means in this case, two arrow was outside. So I take T2 first. And after that, I see one, these links are cut. And then only remaining link is this one. And now I will see which is having next maximum out degree. That is T3. T3 is having maximum out degree. That is one arrow is going toward T1. But from T1, no arrow is coming toward T3 or any other node because this link is already there. And now, so I will consider it T3. After that, only remaining node will be considered. If there is loop, no need to go further. So no cycle, then only conflict serializable schedule can be achieved, and we have to find out the conflict serializable schedule for that. Okay. Now, shall we stop our class, or you want to study it further?
Today is Friday.
Huh?
No, sir.
Oh, okay. Next, I will teach you in the next.
Today is Friday, sir.
Huh?
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to stop the video.
Okay, sir. Next.